Hi! This is Miss Jackie of the Atlee Library. We're so happy you decided to join us today for Pamunkey Regional Library's Storytime at Home. Today, we'd like to thank the authors Martin Waddell and Randall DeSauve, the illustrators Susan Verley and Lauren Long, and the publishers Peachtree and Plumello Books for allowing us to read our 2 stories today. Now let's get started with our opening song. The more we read together, 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 the more we read together, the happier we'll be. 'Cause your friends are my friends and my friends are your friends. The more we read together, the happier we'll be. Well, based on my jellyfish dress and my little toy, what do you think we're reading about today? That's right, we're reading about boats. Do you guys like to be on a boat in the water during the summer? I sure do. I love seeing the water and being able to glide atop it on a sailboat or speed through it on a very, very fast racing boat. Have you guys been on a boat before? I think it's really fun. I think you would enjoy it too if you ever get the chance. But I think we're going to start with our first story today about a little pig who is captain of his own boat. Captain Small Pig by Martin Waddell, illustrated by Susan Valerie. One day, Old Goat and Turkey took Small Pig down to the blue lake. They found a little red boat. "I want to go for a row," Small Pig said, dancing about. "Turkeys don't go in boats," Turkey said. "Neither do goats," said Old Goat. But he climbed into the boat and they rowed off onto the blue lake. "I want to fish for whales," said Small Pig. "There aren't any whales in Blue Lake," said Turkey. "There might be a very small whale," said Old Goat. And he tied a string to an oar so Small Pig could try his whale fishing. There he is fishing. Small Pig didn't catch any whales, but he caught an old boot, which was almost as good. "I want to row now," said Small Pig. "Yours too small to row," Turkey objected. "Of course you can row," said Old Goat. Small Pig could only manage one oar at a time, so he rowed round and round, round and round, round and round, but he rowed the boat all by himself. Look at Small Pig go. "I'm Captain Commander," Small Pig said. Turkey just shook his head sleepily. "I, Captain Small Pig," said Old Goat. "You are in charge of this boat." "But I'm too tired to row anymore," Small Pig said. "I knew you would be," said Turkey. "Let's just let the boat drift," said Old Goat, yawning. "But keep your hand on the tiller." I wonder if they're keeping their hands on the tiller. As the moon rose, the boat drifted back through the reeds towards the shore. Small Pig was sort of steering the boat. But then Small Pig sort of wasn't steering the boat. He'd fallen asleep holding his boot. The boat was sort of steering itself. "My turn to steer," sighed Old Goat. He took over the tiller and guided them back to the dock. As they drew near, Old Goat rose out of his seat to tie up the boat. It rocked one way and then the other until, what do you think's going to happen? Sploosh! Oh no, they fell in the water. Aw, my hat. I knew this would happen, spluttered Turkey. Shush, we mustn't wake up Captain Small Pig, Old Goat warned Turkey. They carried Small Pig all the way home, wrapped him up warm in a blanket, and tucked him cozily into bed. Small Pig slept, and he dreamed of a lovely day out on a boat with good friends on Blue Lake. That day, he was Captain Small Pig. The end. Wasn't Captain Small Pig a good book? I think it's really cool that he tried to go whale fishing, even though lakes don't really have whales. But I have a fun little rhyme about catching a fish. You want to hear it? It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I let him go again. Why did you let him go? Because he bit my finger so. Which finger did it bite? This little finger on the right. Did you enjoy that? You want to do it with me? We don't have to be as dramatic as I am. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once I caught a fish alive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then I let him go again. Why did you let him go? Because he bit my finger so. Which finger did he bite? This little finger on the right. I'm so glad we did that rhyme together. Now, the next story I have for you doesn't have fish at all, but it does have a little toy boat. Toy Boat by Randall Desave, illustrated by Lauren Long. A little boy had a toy boat. He made it from a can, a cork, a yellow pencil, and some white cloth. The boy loved the boat, and they were never apart. They bathed together, they slept together. Look at the toy boat. He also has a toy shark. And every day they would go down to the lake and sail all afternoon. The boy held the boat by a string and never let go. Most of the time, this was nice for the boat. But sometimes the little toy boat would look out at the big boats gliding across the lake and wonder what it would feel like to sail free. One blustery afternoon, a dark cloud rolled over the lake. The boy's mom pulled him back towards the house. Her tug made him drop the boat's string. The boy cried out as the little toy boat floated away. "Boat!" he called. "Boat!" But nothing could be done. Off the boat goes. Wind and rain pushed the little toy boat into deep water. There it bobbed on the high waves, tipped with foam. Oh, look how violent the water's looking. That poor little toy boat. In time, a black and green tugboat with a row of old tires on its side chugged past. Its windows looked like tired eyes that seemed to say, "Move along," as it pushed the little toy boat aside with its wake. Look at the tired green tugboat. And look at a little teeny tiny toy boat. Wow. The little toy boat worked hard to stay afloat. It almost didn't see the giant ferry in its path. The ferry had 2 flags and red smokestacks and a horn that bellowed, "Move along!" A gust of wind blew the little toy boat out of the way, just in time. Look at that ferry boat. He looks so mean. A speedboat raced by, flat and sharp, with flames on its sides. Its motor screamed, "Move along!" Its draft made the little boat's sail quiver. All these boats are so much bigger than poor little toy boat. Oh, the open water's not very good for little toy boat. Feeling small and scared, the little toy boat drifted out toward a fleet of sailboats, racing home to get out of the rain. The little toy boat neared a large slope. Its hull was white and its sails were trimmed in blue. For a moment, the 2 boats cut through the choppy waves side by side, and the little toy boat felt big. Then the white boat tilted high on its side, spraying the little toy boat with water, warning, "Move along." Its hull near full, its sails soaked, the little toy boat looked like it would sink. How it missed the boy. Oh no, look at the little toy boat. Under the yellow moon, the little toy boat drifted all night, alone and scared. But then, early in the morning, it was a humble little fishing boat way out in the middle of the lake. Its paint was peeling, and the dents on its sides said it knew how it felt to be pushed around on the lake. The fishing boat spied the little toy boat and carefully began to circle it. As it did, something wonderful happened. The little toy boat began to turn as well, and its sail caught a breeze. Soon it was sailing, really sailing alongside the fishing boat, and the little toy boat felt strong. "I'm moving along," it shouted to the wind. There it goes. It felt so good that it didn't notice when the fishing boat motored on. It didn't notice the stone beach or the yellow bench on the nearby shore, and it didn't notice the boy, not until he called out, "Boat! Boat!" The little toy boat waved its sail excitedly. The boy waved back. Oh, they're almost reunited. That night, they bathed together, they slept together, and the next day, they went down to the lake together. The boy held the boat by the string and every so often let it go. But the little toy boat always came back and knew just where it wanted to be. The end. Wasn't that such a fun book? I'm so glad the toy boat was able to reunite with his boy after being lost on the lake. Now, I have a fun little rowing rhyme for you. And then after that, we'll get to our craft for today. Now, the rhyme goes like this. It's row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. However, we're going to repeat it 4 times. And each time we repeat it, we're going to speed up a little bit. Now, if you want, you can do the rowing motion with me. Or you can just sing along. Okay. Are you ready? Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Whew! I got so fast there at the end. Were you able to keep up? I hope so. I think it's time we do our craft. I'm going to show you how to make a toy boat that you can float using, well, we're going to go with this one, just popsicle sticks and yarn. Are you ready? So just like the little toy boat in the last book we read, there are many ways you can actually build your own boat. I have 2 examples here, but I'll be showing you the one that doesn't require hot glue. But I will show you as well the one that I made with hot glue. So this one is just some popsicle sticks. What you do is you line them up and then you glue a bottom one here and here that has been cut in half. And then if you can hot glue a sail on as well. This one requires a little bit more work just because of the hot glue and requiring scissors. The other one I'm going to show you, this one, uses strings and sticks. I'm using popsicle sticks, but you can use any type of stick you find. You just want them to be roughly the same size, and if you don't get it perfect, that's okay. So I have some popsicle sticks here and some string. So let's get started. So what I like to do for mine is take one stick and start by tying the string at the end to it. But I also wrap it around a couple times to get it a little bit more secure. So here's one, and then the second knot. So that gets it secure. It will go out that way if you pull on it, but for the most part it shouldn't come undone. So after that, I like to grab the second one, do a couple loops, oops, and then pull. Then grab your next one, do a couple loops, then pull just to get rid of the slack. And it's going to try and bend and twist and turn while you're doing this. It's only after you get the second string down that you'll have it a little bit more stable. So and if you don't like the placement, you can always move it a little bit. It's pretty simple. And you don't have to use string if you don't want to. You can use floss, you can use twine or string. I'm using yarn because that's what I have, but it's easy to just use whatever you have flying around. Okay, and once you have your last stick on, what I like to do to secure it is to do a back and forth kind of weaving motion. Whoop. So up for that one, under for the next, up, under, up, under, and you do that a few times and it should get a little bit more stable. But I'm actually going to wait before I tie it down because you want to get your second string and do the bottom as well. So for this one, once again, you're going to want to carefully tie it. You could potentially tie your strings all at the same time for your first stick, but I would be careful because the string is kind of wibbly wobbly and it can get everywhere when you're trying to tie. I find it a little hard to tie with 2 strings dangling about, but up to you. So we're gonna wrap it around some, pull it tight, wrap it around some, pull it tight, There we go. So see how it's a little bit more stable and wanting to remain flat? Just move that book right there so I can get over. So we're going to go back to this one. And it's already kind of lost that weaving pattern I was trying to make, but that's easy enough to fix. If you can use the side of a table to make this a little bit easier, the weaving pattern. Okay. And then once you have it nice and secure, you can tie it. I like to try and go under one of the loops for the last string. Oh, we lost one. And tie it tight that way. And there's a lot of different ways you can knot. This is the way I do it because I think it's the easiest. But if you find a better way to tie your string together, feel free to do that. It's just fun making little boats. There we go. And tie that tight. Now you can either cut off your dangly bit, or if you want, you can just wrap it around. It's up to you, however you want to make your boat. You can also tighten up your yarn a little bit. Ooh. And sometimes that happens where you lose your weave. So just be careful when you're doing it. Try it a few times, and eventually you'll have something like this. Anyway, that is how you make a boat with popsicle sticks and string. I had so much fun today with you all, reading about boats of various sizes and shapes, and various captains, like our small pig or our boy. I'm so glad you could come and join us, but I must say goodbye. Shall we do our goodbye song before I leave? I think we will. We wave goodbye like this. We wave goodbye like this. We clap our hands for all our friends. We wave goodbye like this. Bye, everyone. I hope you're enjoying summer reading. Bye.